This afternoon, I have the pleasure of introducing to you Beverly Knowles. She is an independent certified health coach. In other words, she keeps us healthy regardless of what's going on. She has great advice on how to achieve your goals. So first of all, I want to welcome you, Beverly, to our little meeting here today.
Hi, I'm glad to be here. Thank
Hey,
you for inviting me.
my pleasure. A lot of people are really anxious to do remote work from home. And I know that you often have been in other countries helping your clients because you can work remotely. But rather than jump into what you're currently doing now, if we could, let's talk about how your career began with maybe what you studied in college and where you went from there.
Okay. Well, I actually fell into this. One of the great things about health coaching is anyone can health coach. And so I fell into this. I actually was a home ec teacher prior to this and was working a 9-to-5 job for a textile company. Didn't really like what I was doing. But I also had a weight loss issue where I needed to lose weight. And I had a friend of mine that was a health coach. And so she introduced me to some other health coaches in her community. And I wound up hopping on with them. And I'm here today. I was able to quit my job. I was able to lose the weight that I wanted to lose. And I knew the science behind everything was on point. And so I started health coaching, and this is where I am today. So now I work from anywhere. All I have to have is Wi-Fi, and I help people with their health goals and wellness goals. So it's very rewarding.
So you were saying a moment ago that you weren't happy with your home ec teaching. Could you just tell us a little bit about what that was like? Are they still offering home ec in school? I don't even know that.
Yeah, well, it's not that I was unhappy with it. When I moved to California, there wasn't an opportunity for me to teach. And so I went ahead and took a break from teaching, and then went into just a regular job, 9-to-5, working for a textile company, and in customer service. And I've done that type of work before. But what I was really missing was the aspect of teaching where you get to help the kids and you feel like you have a purpose and you're making a difference in people's lives. And so I really didn't think what I was doing wasn't really fulfilling that. And so when the health coaching opportunity came around, it actually fulfilled that part. So now I get to help people. I feel like I have a purpose. I make a difference and an impact in people's lives. I help them get off medications. I help them reach their goals. I help them work on strategies to figure out where they want to go in life, because once we get our bodies healthy, then we start thinking about different things. And I actually have had people quit their regular jobs and do the thing that they love the most once they get healthy. I've had people that have retired early. I've had people that have moved back home to be closer to family because that was what was important to them. And so it's all about finding out what's important to you. But we usually work on getting the body healthy first and then going from there.
So what
So
types of
yeah.
people would hire you? I mean, what are their health?
Um, well, anybody that's looking for a change in their life. I don't actively seek out, and I don't actually sell what I do. I'm actually looking for people that are looking for me. And so people will reach out, they'll see my posts on Facebook and they'll say, what are you doing? Or what is this that you're doing? Because I need to lose weight, or I'm unhappy, or I need to make some changes in my life. And it could be just they need to learn how to eat better, or more healthier. They could be, a lot of times, surprisingly enough, I have a lot of people that reach out to me that only have about 10 pounds to lose, and they go to the gym 5 days a week. They've been going to the gym for almost their whole lives, and they still don't have the body that they want. And so what I do is I get them on a specific program so that we tweak all the things that they're eating so that they can get to that goal, right? So I've helped people lose over 100 pounds, and I've helped people lose 10, and then
Wow,
get the
100 pounds.
buff body that they wanted. So
Oh my
yeah, so
gosh.
so
Cool.
everybody's different, and it's just all about finding where you need to be, and just really helping people make it to their goals. So, but health is where we start first. It starts with healthy body, then it works into healthy mind. So
Now, if somebody has diabetes or they have a heart issue or they have some other complication in addition to needing to change their habits, how does that affect what you do?
I have a diabetic plan. So first thing that I do is if somebody reaches out and wants to get more information or find out what it's all about or how I lost my weight and got off my medications, I do a health assessment with them. It's about a 20-minute health assessment. I run through a bunch of different questions, find out what their goals are, where they are medically, any problems with sleep or anything like that. It's a whole process that we have, super easy to follow. And then I figure out which plan is best for them. And so I have about 8 different plans I work with. One of them's diabetic. I have a nursing mom plan for moms that had just given birth and the babies are about 2 months old. So it helps the baby get the right nutrition, plus the mom gets to get the right nutrition and lose weight at the same time. I also have teenage girl and teenage boy programs. I have programs for seniors that are over 65. All different kinds of programs. So it's really important for me to do this health assessment. And with the format that I use, it's all trainable. And so my coach trained me and then I train my coaches. And so everything's duplicatable and super easy to follow. Yeah.
So if somebody needs a secondary income or like you said, wants to retire, but wants not to just give up and continue working, sounds to me like this would be a good solution.
Yes, this is a really good fit for people who want to have a second income source that doesn't necessarily affect the current job that they have. It's also for people who may want to help their family members, their friends and family. And so they just hop on as coaches. I help them coach. We always team coach. And so they never coach alone. And so we help friends and family. And then that helps them pay off things like student loan debt. It can help you pay off things like credit cards, get a vacation fund going for your family, that kind of, and a college fund if they have little kids. A lot of the moms that hop on as coaches become, they realize that they want to stay home with their kids. And so they start coaching so that they can stay home with their kids. And so and if I would have known about this when I was that age, I probably would have done the same thing because, but yeah, so it's a good way to either earn extra income just by helping people get healthy and getting yourself healthy at the same time, or to just pay off debt and things like that. So, yeah.
And in terms of getting into your program, is there a large investment? How does that work?
No, actually there's not. The investment for a business kit in my program is $200.
Oh, wow.
So for $200, you can actually have your business license. Everything is duplicatable. And so I would actually train you as a coach. We would co-coach together. It's really fun because it's really, I can't even, it's really, really fun. And if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right, is what we always say. And and then all of our training is free as well. So you don't pay for any training at all. And the really cool thing about it is, if you don't like coaching or if it doesn't work out within a year, you can actually return your coach's kit and get a full refund.
Wow. So there's
Yeah.
there's no risk really.
There's no risk. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's no risk. You might as well try it. Have some friends and family hop on, see how you like it. And if you like it, and if it's something that's really it's a driving force, like it was for me, I knew right away that I wanted to coach. I was one of those people that I knew right from the instant that I saw everything that we were doing. I knew I wanted to do it. But some people just need a couple of clients to see how they like it and see how it's going, and then go from there. So, yeah,
So is there a certain age you have to be, like, if the teenager wants to do it, is there a certain age limit you have to?
I would say 18, just because it is a business, just for tax purposes. But we have coaches that are in their 70s and 80s.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So, because you know what, people in their 70s and 80s have never felt better. And so they hop on our program, they feel great. So guess what? They help all their friends hop on program too as well. And then their friends and family feel great. And then they have the next 10, 20 years that they can feel amazing and have the type of life that they want, even if it's, the last part of their life, like fourth quarter. So, yeah.
So all you need essentially is $200. You need a computer, right? But as long as you can internet and Wi-Fi, you can be sitting on your balcony in Cabo San Lucas.
And I have done that. So I have done that. It's minimal time, energy. We basically check in with our clients. We're coaches, but we're also guides. And so we're not doctors. and we're not psychiatrists. We're guides, we're friends, we're accountability partners. We're just basically the driving force to help people get to where they want to be. And so that's another aspect that I like about it, is the fact that you don't have to have a degree in nutrition, and you don't have to have a degree in physical therapy, and you don't have to go to the gym all the time. In fact, we start out not going to the gym because a lot of people are overweight, and we don't want them going to the gym because they can injure themselves. So, but yeah, so it can be anybody of anybody. So
Well, this almost sounds like ideal remote work from home, right?
yes, it is.
How wonderful is that? That's so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays with COVID and everything, everybody's looking for ways to make money from home. And
Mhm.
sometimes it's not that obvious. So you are just such a great
Right.
candidate for me to interview just for that reason, because
Yeah.
I do have people saying to me, how can I work from home, and so on. So yeah, that's really cool. As
Yeah.
looking
Oh,
back,
one more thing.
oh
Oh, go
yeah,
ahead. Sorry.
no, you go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say another thing I really like is that the program's all laid out for everyone, and so you just follow the steps in the program, and there's no you don't deal with any type of distribution issues or anything, and so everything you just basically help people. You help people, help people, help people, and
Oh,
so that's another thing I really like about it, because some of other stay-at-home type of businesses that you might run across, you've got like a whole garage full of products or something, right? And so that can get a little bit leery, but that's not the case with this. We're a people-oriented company and a people-oriented coaching. And so we just deal with people.
so
So,
that's cool. That's a good point that you make. So you must have looked at
mhm,
other companies with other products, or maybe you didn't because you did this one and it worked for you.
mhm,
Is that how it went for
yeah.
you?
Oh, no, I knew it was going to work from the get-go. But one of the things I really liked was that, because people look into things like any type of business, like it could be Pampered Chef, or it could be any of those other types of businesses that are stay-at-home businesses.
Uh-huh.
And this is totally different. This is nothing like that. Sometimes I get looped into that circle, but this is nothing like that at all. This is all, like I said, it's all about people helping people, helping people.
I
So,
see. That's
yeah.
really cool.
Mhm.
So looking back on your career your career as an adult, if you had advice to give to somebody, let's say you're talking to your daughter and she's like, Mom, what should I do? What is some good career advice you would offer people?
To make it like, I think one of the things that I see a lot of people doing right now is they're too afraid to make a decision. They're too afraid to take the jump or take the leap. So if it's something that you might be interested in and you're not sure, go ahead and try it out, because you never know. Because I've been a retail employee. I've been a what do you call it? Human resources person. I've done banking. I've been a stay-at-home mom. I've been a teacher. I mean, it's like I've done all these different types of jobs, but every single job led up to the one that I have right now, which has actually brought me to the point where I'm at right now. And so just keep, like, try something out. If you don't like it, you don't have to stay, but just get out there and start learning, and just get out there and start doing things. And don't be afraid of making mistakes, because you can always rebound from a mistake. Just because you picked a job that wasn't the right one for you at the time, you still learned something and you still have connections. And so you just move forward. Right.
That is such great advice. I often say that if you pay attention in the current job you're in and notice when something is happening that makes you happy, you can make note of that, because when you move forward to the next job, maybe it'll have more of what it is you're looking for.
Hmm.
I mean, the people that land in their first job and stay with it their whole lives and love it, those are few and far between people.
That doesn't happen anymore. They say that, I think you might know the actual number, but they say that people have at least 7 jobs in their lifetime, I think.
Yeah, I
I
don't
think
know the
that's the
exact number,
number.
but yeah, no, and
Hmm.
it's true. You do accumulate information from job to job, and then ultimately, hopefully, you land where you absolutely love it.
Right.
Do
Right.
you think you would
So
have loved this 10 years ago or 15 years ago?
yes. I'm really disappointed that I didn't know about it until now.
Yeah,
So, but everything happens for a reason, and you get to the place where you're at, right? So, but I'm so grateful. I wake up every day so grateful that I have the job that I have, and I get to actually reach out to people and talk to people all day long and find out about their lives and tell them happy birthday. And it's really fun. It's really fun. I get to interact with people all day.
So if
So,
you had to
and then I,
describe the perfect person to do this type of work, what would you say their characteristics are?
definitely they need to be a people person. They need to have a heart for helping people. They want to help people, like people who similar to yourself, right? Nurses, teachers, people with those types of personalities, maybe. Um, if you're a really an introvert, we have a lot of introverts that become health coaches that do break out of their shell, because part of our health coaching is about becoming the best version of ourselves. And as we become the best version of ourselves, then we're able to generate or to emulate that to other people, right? And so we use our own personal experiences and our own authentic experiences to draw people and to have people trust us, right? You know, for the trust that needs to be there for to be a coach, right? So
So
people trust
somebody who's
that.
got the perfect body is in top shape,
Mhm.
but they make a good health coach because they haven't been there, done that.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny because they still have things that they need to work on. Everybody is a work in progress. And
Uh-huh.
so even though they might have the perfect body and they're we have a lot of gym owners that become coaches, right? And they have the perfect body and personal trainers and things like that, but their eating habits might be really poor. And so they, you know, so they do hop on our program for a little bit and then they test it out, and then that way they can say that they've done it, like they've done it for at least 3 weeks,
Right.
right? So we always have people do a trial run, even if they don't necessarily need to lose weight. We have them do a trial run just so they can see what it's like, and they can actually understand how to put the meals together and how to eat 6 times a day and all the different healthy habits that we have. That we
So in terms of, I mean, it's perfect fit. I can see it for coaches and those types of people, trainers and so on. Um, is there any other type of ancillary business that this marries?
well, stay-at-home moms, because then
Right?
they get to stay home with their kids.
Yep.
It could be really anyone. I have a lot of 18-year-olds right now, or a lot of college students on program right now with me, and they're perfect because they actually get to help their friends,
Uh-huh.
right? And so they're coaching their friends, and then they're coaching their friends, and vice versa, vice versa. And so it really can be anyone. I mean, as long as you have a heart for helping people and you really want to genuinely help people, then you'd be perfect as a health coach. And you
So,
believe in health. You know, you need to be able to believe in health, and you
yeah,
need to be able to like, and it helps us be accountable too, because a lot of us actually become coaches so that we can keep our weight off and stay accountable to ourselves.
that's interesting. Really
And
interesting.
so a lot of us do it just to actually help ourselves. And so by helping ourselves, we're helping other people at the same time.
Now, you mentioned that you go about, meeting people in your circle, and that's how you get your clients. But do you do any advertising, or do you spend any money to attract clients?
No, I don't do any advertising. The most I do, my Facebook is my top. That's where I get. That's where I find most of my clients. Is my Facebook. I also work with networking groups. I go to different networking groups, and I'm part of some women's clubs. And I have my own meetup group, which is called
Oh,
Fit,
cool.
Fabulous, and 50.
Uh-huh.
And so, yeah, so it's just little things like that, just getting out into the community and meeting people. And when you have personal time freedom as a health coach, you're able to do the things that you like to do because you're not working from 8 to 5 every day.
Right.
And so if there's something that you want to do, like some type of charity you want to work for, you want to work at the animal shelter, or you want to work, you have the opportunity to create your own time freedom with this job. You can actually create your own time freedom, which is a big thing for a lot of people, because we don't get to spend the time with the people that we care about the most, because most of the time we're spending time at work. And then when we come home from work, we're stressed out. We can't really enjoy our families. And it's just one thing leads to another. And so that's kind of our mission. Well, that is our mission, is to have more people helping more people to help themselves. So
So essentially, it sounds like it's quite easy to support yourself financially just doing this.
yes, you can.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say that it's just going to fall into your lap. I mean, you have to do the things to find the people, like to reach out to, you have to reach out to a lot of people to find people who are ready.
Right.
And so it's a lot of reaching out to people and just talking to people and things like that. So, and not everybody's going to be ready to change their life right away, right? Some people, it takes like, I know there was, when I first started 3 years ago, out of the first 10 people that I did health assessments with, every single one of them came back around, and one of them finally came back around 2 years later.
Wow.
So yeah, so it's all about just finding people who are ready to make changes in their life. So
And that's just so true. Truly.
yeah.
That's a good
Mhm.
point.
But
Okay.
it's really
So if
rewarding.
people want to find you, Beverly, where would
Mhm.
they find you?
Okay, best place to find me is Beverly Knowles on Facebook. I live in Oceanside, California.
KNOWLES.
Yes, just like Beyonce.
Okay.
And and then I'm also on LinkedIn.
Okay.
I'm also on Instagram, beverlyknowles.hww. I'm on Instagram, so just you can reach out that way
Okay.
and just shoot me a private message, and I'll get back to you. So I'm looking for coaches. So it's really health coaching is huge right now. We're growing by leaps and bounds. My business has probably tripled since the time I started, and part of that has to do with COVID. And part of it just has to do with the fact that my referrals are referring and referring and referring. So we do a lot with referrals as well.
I see.
And so as people are starting to lose weight, getting healthy, people start noticing, then more people ask, and then more people are ready, and then it just perpetuates. So
Fantastic.
yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. And
No problem.
hopefully everybody who's ready to make a change or at least learn about something new or make another income, you can now go find Beverly and she will tell you all about it. So
Yeah,
anyway,
great.
with
Thank
that,
you.
I will say goodbye to you and thank you so much for coming on. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon.